Hi, very good afternoon to you. My name is Ajay Parmar, and today we are going to discuss about how we can use the CountIF using the MCode. Now, we all have used CountIF in Excel, even in VBA, and even other programming languages. And in fact, in Power Query also, you have seen that most of the time people use group by feature. But there are some specific scenarios where group by is not going to work, right? But otherwise also, I think it's always good to know, the different methods, different approaches to solve the same type of a problem. So let's start this, and I'm going to teach you the step by step how we have done this. So see, as you can see, I have here a main table where you have the first name, and there are some repetitions. The data is basically repeated, and this can go up to maybe 1 million rows. Who knows that, isn't it? I'm just taking a dummy example. And at the same time, now there is another table where you have the unique names, and you want to find out their count by getting into this table and evaluating that how many times each of these people they are actually repeated, they are coming, right? So group by, basically, generally group by is, we use the group by very, it's very easy to use the group by when you have a single table and you just go in the home tab and you can use a group by. But here, the thing is that we want to go and basically pick the values from the different table. So let's see that how we can do it. See, the first thing is that in this table where we want to evaluate the data, we will go and create the custom column. I have the requirement to count the number of times each of these names are coming. So I have a requirement that I should see the data first of all, right? So to see the data, just type in the name of the table and click OK. And now you can see that we have the data, which is a different table. And here, as you can see here we are able to see everybody, right? So even if I go to the next data, you will see the same list, right? You will see the same list. Now, you need to understand here one thing before I start writing the function, because writing a function is very easy, but we should understand the concept. See, the point is that in this list, there are so many people, right? So our basically job is to particularly find this person in this list, where exactly it is. And then we want to go and, find out the total count of this person, right? So it means that when I go and use another table, when I create another table, I prefer that here we are going to link actually this person with this table. And here everywhere, we should be checking, are you equals to that person? Are you equals to that person? Are you equals to that person? In this way. And in the same manner, if you go here and here, now instead of this Deepak, now we have a new the person who is actually Jamie. So again, we will go and find out this person in this entire list. This is basically the plan. So how you can actually connect basically the sub table with the main table, this is very interesting. So to do that, what you have to do is you go here in the custom column, and we will simply go and use the function called table select rows. So just type in here table select rows, because I'm interested in selecting the rows. I want to actually filter the rows basically, right? Now in this, the first parameter is a table. So this is your table. Just double click here. And then there's a condition. Now what is a condition? Now please understand here, the condition basically here is a function. You can see here, right? So whenever you go and use the table select row, this parameter, you have to use this parameter as a function. Now we all know how to create a function in Power Query, isn't it? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to press enter, though you can write this in the same line also. So let's create a function. You can name this anything. So I'm just going to name this as fx, for example, right? And then equals to, and then sign off greater than. Now you know that this is how the function is recognized in the MCode. Now the next thing which we want to do, pay attention here, you will go and write the function name. And in the square brackets, you have to go and write the field name, which is this field name basically, right? You don't have to create a function for the main table, because that is very easily accessible, right? Because we are working in the sub table, so we have to go and use this as in this way. We have to create a function, and then in the square brackets, because it is a field, I will simply go and write first name, and then equals to. Now equals to what? Well, you can write here anything, right? But since we have a field here, so what we will do is we will double click here, or you can even type in, and you see again the square brackets follows, and just close the bracket. Now this is basically is doing what? Before I press enter, I want to make sure that you guys understand this. See, basically this particular thing, this is a function which you have created, and this is coming from here. This first name is coming from here, and then the another field where you're going to do the comparison, that is basically coming here. And as I said that this particular table, it may have more columns. This table is accessible always whenever you use the add column, isn't it? So that's why we are simply actually writing here the name of the field, and there's no need to do anything here. Now the moment you press enter, and I'm not actually changing the name, I just have to explain you will find here that we will start getting the number of rows since we have only one table. So you see that based on these values, you have the data here. Fantastic. Now the next thing which you have to do here is that, because you have already got the data, right? Now I just need to actually count that how many times each of these values are here. I just need to count how many times each value is here, isn't it? So what I'm going to do? Well, I'm going to simply go and say that, please tell me the number of the rows. So you can maybe go and add the custom column, or just go in the same window here, and here you can simply write that I want the total number of rows. So I will simply go and type in the table row count, and then I will simply start the bracket and close the bracket, and let's go and press OK. Now you see that finally we are able to achieve the result, and you don't need this. Of course, you can rename this whatever you want to go and do. And this is how basically the CountIF actually you can use this in this MCode, right? So the most important part in this exercise is, if you go to the advanced editor, that this is where the one where we have actually written the function, right? Because table select row ask you for the function, and so you can write the function name here, and once you have written the function name, the inner table which you have written, the fields are going to be connected with that function. That's it. And this way you can even use the SUMIF, you can even use the average if. This is something I will definitely talk in the near future, but for now I'm signing off, and I hope you have enjoyed this. Thank you so much.